Let me get straight into it. The historian here talking to you. Just listen, man. As black man, you are being closed out of the dating market. You are being closed out of the dating market, and a lot of black men don't even know it. We so clueless. We walk around so clueless. We walk around not knowing really what's going on. We don't even know the choices for us are so little in America because that's how they want them to be. They don't want you to have a lot to choose from unless you are over 6'4" and you can contribute to working and entertainment. You are no use to the society of America. And black women are in on this. See, as a black man, you don't have much to choose from in the black community. You don't have a range of women to choose from. For instance, you don't have a dating spectrum to choose from as I got a girl that does this. I got a girl that want to do this. I can choose a girl that want to do this. I can go on a date with a girl and do this. I can go on a date and a girl and do this. No. See, a lot of black women, what they going to tell you is, I don't do that. No, you can't take me to no coffee shop there because I know my worth. They will tell you that that's not what I want. That's not what I'm going to do. When they don't get it, they're going to say, well, he didn't want to uh, treat me the way I want to be treated. And all these talking points for black women are boss talking points. They're talking points of someone who feels that as if they are over you. He don't want to deal with this. No, I want what I want. He better do, or when they say, girl, he better, or they say what he need to do. All these talking points, you can point them out to one race of women who says these talking points, who starts the sentence off like that. I'm not going, if he don't, that's a talking point. And that fits into one criteria of race of women. And see, so when you want to do things in life, she's holding you to a certain limit because she knows that without her, you can't go past those limits. Unless you are 6'4" and over, or unless you are light skinned, then she treats you better. She treats you better because she knows that you can go at those limits without her saying or doing whatever she wants to do to keep you down. See, a lot of those light, if you're light skinned or you're very tall, extremely tall, white people start to value you. White people start to give you respect. Because that's what they like in their culture. So black women start to value you. Black women start to give you respect. Because that's what white people like. Whatever white people like, black women are going to naturally like the same thing. Nothing has changed from black women since slavery. And we talk about these historical black women, and what a lot of people don't understand is there were no group of these women. There were always certain individuals These women never came together and did a coalition without white people. And white people want to be in on this. So they use black women accordingly. But yeah, black women, I mean, they this is why they abort so many black children, and they don't have enough children. We've been 13% of the population for over 100 years because black women refuse to procreate at a rate that black men want to procreate. See these black women that are having intercourse with the same men. This has never been any different from the slave plantation. The slave master used to breed the same man to get a certain archetype of worker out of these women. And all the black woman is doing today is she's just reprocessing this same idea. And you can't grow the population with that idea. You can only keep it at a minimum. You can only keep it at a certain minimum. Because one man can't impregnate more women than several men. And the black woman doesn't, I mean, she when I say she truly does not care about being black, all the black woman cares about is looking good for white people, is being praised by white people. Because if black women are the most educated and the most degreed and are getting more jobs, and really black women have always had more jobs than black men in America, but they're getting more jobs, why aren't they doing anything for the community? Why does it seem like things are getting worse? Well, all you got to do is go online and look at the misandry, the hate, the things that black women say about black men, and you can see who's being told that they are not good enough. And white people know this. This is why it's so hard to get this type of content out there, is because they're not going to show this, because they know this is at the heart of working against black people, is putting black women in positions where they can bring down black men, because that's what black women are going to do. If you try to go too far as a black man and she doesn't want you to go that far, she's going to try to bring you down in some way. Versus other cultures, they like to lift their man up. They like to be with their man. They like to cater to their men in their community. Now, not all, but enough to grow their community, enough to grow their culture. The reason why our culture dies every time it gets to a certain point is because we don't have women in our community. We have little girls that want to be basically men, or be over men, or have some type of bitterness toward men that they never grow out of. You cannot tell the black woman nothing. Once she is at the age of 23 and up, there's nothing you can tell her. Everything she does, she has to find out on her own. And then when she finds out on her own, she will blame all the bumps and bruises and the carnage and the tough things that she had to get through to get to a certain success on black men. She does not want to do it with you. That's why so many black women, they'll have a child, then they'll get successful, or they be successful and then want to have a child, or they spend all these years, and then let's say they don't be successful and they have no child. They all do it to spite you as a black man. Because they know they can't spite anybody else. They can't spite white women. They can't spite white men. They can't spite any of these other people because they don't have the intellect to know what is going to benefit them or not. All they have the intellect to know is who's going to give them that job or not. Who's over them? Who's going to give them some power in that moment. And when it's going down and the plane is going down, she's not going to look to you until the plane is about to hit the ground to say, okay, we messed up, we need to do something about this. Because that's how big a black woman's ego is. Her ego is above God because black men made it there. And what you have to do is the only way to make this thing right in the black community is for you to start dating black women that are outside of America. I know I say this all the time, but you have to hear me. I just went to an Ethiopian restaurant and I didn't have a good day. But that black Ethiopian girl, I'm telling you, it was like a breath of fresh air talking to her in that restaurant. It didn't have to be nothing sexual. It was just purely just platonic, and just it felt like she had no animosity toward me, no previous built up animosity toward me. She didn't have no type of ulterior motives. You can tell she liked men. You could tell she enjoyed the conversation. You could tell she knew that I didn't have any ulterior motives. We just had a good conversation. That's it. It was brief, and I felt good about my day, and I kept going. Matter of fact, I didn't even remember what I was really just mad about for a good while before I even mentioned this. Because these women outside of America do not have the same worship for white people that the black American woman has. Yes, it's there, but not to the point where they recognize your culture and then they say, okay, white culture is better. No, these black women outside of America understand the influence of your culture and of your identity, and they love it and they recognize it immediately. And that's what you want. I mean, if I had a school, I would just teach young boys how to get out of America, to find their wives, to find the love of their lives, to find women that are going to care about them and build them up. Because there's no way that the marriage statistics and the abortion statistics and the uh, way black women talk to you today is going to change. Like Future said, it's only going to get worse. They are not about to for who? For you? You think they're about to change for you as a black man? You smoking something and it start with an F. Black women, the only people they will change for, the only people that they would switch up the strategy for is white men. And preferably Hispanic men. Now, I've seen black women dating Hispanic men that are the same height as them or shorter. Now, I thought black women only date men that date men that are 6 foot or taller. It doesn't matter when it comes to a black woman, as long as you are outside of the race, you can be anything you want. You can date her. If you're outside, you're white, Hispanic, or Asian, you could take her on a hiking as the first date. But as a black male, you can't take her hiking on the first date. She will straight up tell you, I don't want to do that. You can't take her to the coffee shop on the first date. She's not gonna like that. You're not gonna get anything from that. No reciprocal uh uh affection from that date. She's gonna wait until you really take her out and show her that you are willing to waste money on her, and she can post this and she can talk about it. But with a white or a Hispanic person, only thing she talking about is how they are white and Hispanic and what they said. And it's all about that person. It's not about the date. See, when she goes out, when she does things with white and Hispanic men, it's all about that person. It's not about the date. But when it's with you, it's about the date and whatever else you did wrong. I'm telling you this. I know this for sure. I've had best friends that have told me about the dates, and all I did was just listen. And I mean, they would tell me all the things that were wrong and not mention nothing. And at the end, I just shake my head, taking notes. Because I know this, I know they didn't even tell me all. I know they went back and told their girlfriends more than that. The black woman can't stop complaining with you because she believes that she is over you. It's like a bad boss that goes and complains about you but won't fire you. Just tell you to do all the dirty work. Just putting you on, never promoting you, always putting you to the side, never giving you any credit for anything, no matter how much you do. Because the black woman believes that you are beneath her, and if she ever feels that you think that you are over her, and you're not light skinned, very light skinned, or very tall, she will not only deceive but have a special disdain for you. She will have a special hate for you because she feels that you should never be in a superior mindset than what she has over you. And you cannot stop this. Dr. Umar can't stop this. You can't stop this. This is a continuing factor. This is why they praised when Kevin Samuels died. Because Kevin Samuels thought he was up there. He died and they start to praise thank you for this man dying. You gotta understand, man, it is women out there outside this country, and this is why they want to keep black men outside the country, because they've done it before. White men have done it before. They have brought other women. This is how they changed their last names. They have brought other women in from other European countries to procreate with them to make the population bigger. And this is how they've changed their names, their last names. This is how they've changed their look. White people used to be very, very ugly. Now they've grown and grown and have a different look now. If you go across the world, white Americans have a very diverse look than European countries. Like, a white American can look like anybody, just like a black American can look like anybody. But black Americans not so much, because like I said, black women they procreate with the same men. It's the same men. Like, most black men go their whole lives without children. A big percentage of black men go their whole lives without having a child, without impregnating a woman. Because you gotta, this is very serious on how much black women do not like most black men. Even though they are very compatible with most black men, they hate being black. They hate the status black men have, and they hate the idea of black men being ahead of them in society. But white Americans, they flew in other, you can look it up, they flew in Germans, they flew in Slovakia, they flew in Spain, they flew in all these different European people from these countries to procreate with them. And this is why a white American could look like they're from Greece. They can look like they're from Czechoslovakia. They can look like they're from Russia. They can look like they're from Wales. They can look like they're from all these different countries, even though they're just a white American. They've been here their whole life. And most Americans don't know this. And especially black Americans. But the thing is, you're not, as a black American, you don't have the power, you don't have the control to bring people in this country like they did. I mean, they brought them in on boats. Like lots of women and lots of even men sometimes of course men, but lots of women on boats to get here to procreate with. And they usually did this after most wars, when they felt like their population was declining. You don't have the power to do that as a black man. So what you have to do is you need to go outside the country to Africa. Most definitely not South Africa, but to Africa, to the Caribbeans and the Antilles, the Greater Antilles Islands, to South Asia, where the Asian women they get a darker skin tone. And you need to get with them. Make sure you get with the right one. Follow these tourists like Austin Holman, like Kid the Great, like Um, who else? There's many other tourist vlogs where you should get with these guys and visit them in those countries that they're in, and find a wife, stay over there for a little bit till you trust her, get some land from over there, then come back to America and see if you still want to stay here. But see, as black men, the black men don't get it because they're trapped in a feminine mindset. They are limited their self. Black men hate themselves just as much as black women hate themselves, because black women, as the mothers of our community, teach us to hate ourselves like that. When Malcolm X said, "Who taught you to hate yourself?" The white people taught the black woman to hate herself, and then she hated. No, she taught the hate to young kids, to young black kids. But there's nothing you can do about it. A lot of y'all need to stop thinking, yeah, it's still something we can do something. Not about her. Not about black women. This woman spites you. And everything that you do that's not for her benefit over you.